So I got this Beetle for free, and I mean, everything is free for a reason. The battery is disconnected. We'll see why. That side is completely missing the window regulator, the motor, the computer that plugs into the window regulator, most of the door harness, all the bolts, and everything involving the window, and the window is taped up, so that's going to be a lot of fun to deal with. I wish I had all those parts. I have the door card. There's the catalytic converter. That fell off, apparently. It looks like the I don't know what was supposed to be there, one of those V-bands. Maybe I can weld a new one on. Unfortunately, the wires were cut instead of being taken off the connectors, so I'm probably going to have to buy new O2 sensors. That's great. There's a light on the dash that looks like a spoiler, and I was reading that this spoiler is supposed to come up automatically when you go into drive or something. I really don't understand what the purpose of that is, but I guess it's broken and I don't really care. The rocker panels are gone on both sides. Is it possible to buy those rocker panels? Can I get a replacement for that? Even if it's a couple $100. They're both sides. I'd gladly pay it. I don't really want to fabricate that. It's been sitting for 2 years or so. The brakes, I don't know. I've driven it around a little bit with no exhaust on it. It sounds great, but I'm not sure if those brakes are salvageable. Tires seem all right. It's the 1.8 liter. It looks like someone's gone and replaced all these with nice silicone hoses, so that's good. It has oil in it. The air conditioning works. The what do you call it? Heated seats work. Well, let's go take a look underneath here. This is really my first time bringing it into the garage. I don't know what that goes to. The cooling fan has had this sort of scraping sound. I had no idea what it was. I just crawled under here and looked, and this wire right here, it's impossible to work on these things or see anything, but this big wiring loom was touching it. So I just kind of, moved it with my hands a little bit like this, and then sparks and smoke started coming out of it. So I went and disconnected the battery right quick in a hurry. I don't know how I'm going to fix that because I can barely touch it. Yeah, that's going to suck. The transmission pan, it's an automatic, unfortunately. I'm afraid to touch that too hard because it's all rusty and crusty. I don't know if that drain plug's ever been out, but that doesn't look too good. Let's see, what else? I don't know what that goes to. Is that power steering, maybe? Maybe it's a transmission cooler line. Doesn't look too good. Is that how you're supposed to fill it? Is there like a little dipstick tube in there? I've never taken one of these apart, and I sort of never want to. Really? All this stuff is plastic? Stupid design. Now I forget which way I started recording the video, so maybe it's upside down now. Yeah, see, you can see the brakes. Probably gonna have to put pads and rotors on it. That looks like it's got a slip flange thingy, so I can just replace that. That's not a big deal. What's on this side of the exhaust? Oh yeah, it's a V-band kind of thing, I think. Is it? Well, it's kind of hot. It was just running and I drove it in here. Oh, I can't see it. I'm hoping that's something that's easy to replace without taking that flange off the turbo, because, yeah, if those bolts, nut strip out, or studs, I don't know what's in there. I really don't want to deal with that. That looks real similar to the KO3 on my Jetta TDI, but not like exactly the same. Huh. Anyway, what other carnage do we have underneath here? I think this is where the oxygen sensors come out. They don't look shorted, so maybe it didn't damage anything. That would be nice. I guess all the connectors are underneath that black plastic wart. That's kind of cool. There's a muffler back there. Actually, honestly, this is my first time looking underneath this. All that spill absorbent is not because of this car. It's actually because of my tractor's hydraulic system. This actually looks really good underneath here. I mean, obviously the rocker panels are completely gonzo. Wow, look at that. That is ripe. Wow, I'm not looking forward to fixing that, to get a state inspection sticker on it. Oh, the tie rod boot looks good. Tie rod boot looks good on that side. Rack boots. You can kind of barely see them. They look okay. I'm just using the phone as a flashlight to see what's going on in here. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I just need to fix the rocker panels, the brakes. I don't know what to do with the window. I'd like to change the transmission fluid. Does this have the same transmission as the cars with the AEG? I think that's the O2M transmission. Oh, this is still bothering. Oh, they're lucky this car didn't catch on fire. I need to polish the headlights. I got a kit for that somewhere. Moved and can't find anything after moving. Is that a timing belt change sticker? No, it's got 92,000 miles on it, so I'm guessing it's due for a timing belt soon, which looks like a lot of fun. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? Some mouse nest on the floor there. It's got the flower holder, so that's got to be worth a couple bucks on eBay. Man, oh man, the window switch for the driver's side is broken. I took it off and I swapped the wire from the passenger side to the driver's side, and now that one will control the driver's side window. I think there's a switch for that window in its door card. That door is only opening from the inside. That cable right there on the other end is a hook. You can pull it. It won't open from the outside. I don't know if the lock is screwed up or something. I'm kind of tempted to put a little sticky kind of thing on the top and just latch the window up or have it down. You get two choices on the passenger window. It's a winter beater. I sort of don't care. Yeah. That doesn't even move. Oh, that's disgusting. If I pull on that too hard, I'm aware it's going to pull the cable and it'll never release. Comes with some hand sanitizer because the interior of this thing is so freaking gross. You probably need it. The seat looks like someone got kind of hungry. My wrenches are scattered because I was looking for the 10mm wrench as fast as possible before the car caught on fire when I touched that thing. Something's messed up here. If you pull the handle, it doesn't open. Sometimes the button will open it on the door, and sometimes you got to use the key. I don't know what's up with that. This always opens, even though there's a button for it. That's probably broken. I told you this didn't. Yeah, it still doesn't work. What else? The sunroof works. It's got a weird little dial thing in there to set it to the exact position you want. I've never seen that before. It's kind of cool. I haven't checked any of the lights because that's sort of the least of my issues. My lawnmower is also red, so maybe it's also a piece of junk. I almost forgot. I don't know what this fuse is for. I don't think it's blown, but I also don't think fuses are supposed to look like that. Of course, in their infinite wisdom, Volkswagen doesn't put any markings on the fuse boxes to tell you what they are. You've got to look in the manual, and the manual doesn't come with this car. I'm going to have to Google it, but yeah. That's interesting. Also, someone's marked all these wires, which means they've taken them all off and put them back on again, which is great. They put them back on in the right place or something. But it makes me wonder why someone had this apart. Yeah. Yep. This is going to be a fun one.